The war in Ukraine has pushed every military asset, old and new, to its limits. As drones fill the air and electronic warfare intensifies, one system has unexpectedly stepped back into the spotlight: the Soviet-era Osa-AKM. Once seen as obsolete, the platform is now demonstrating a level of battlefield relevance that few analysts predicted. What makes the Osa-AKM particularly notable is its role against Ukrainian UAVs. Many of Ukraine's frontline operations rely on small FPV units, reconnaissance drones, and long-endurance platforms for targeting and situational awareness. These UAVs operate at low altitudes where long-range air defenses are less effective, giving the Osa-AKM a tactical advantage it was originally designed for. The system's architecture is a major factor. Everything from radar to fire control to missile launch sits on a single tracked vehicle. This integration allows the crew to detect, lock, and fire without relying on a broader air defense network. Such independence has value in a conflict where jamming and communication disruption are constant threats. Its 9 M33 M33 missiles, although old, maintain enough speed and maneuverability to intercept small drones. The missiles reach speeds above Mach 2, closing the gap before UAV operators can respond. For slow, low-flying drones, this creates an environment where survival becomes a matter of seconds. Reports from the field indicate that Osa-AKM units often protect high-value areas: supply routes, artillery hubs, command posts, and logistics points. These are the areas Ukrainian drone teams routinely target. An active Osa-AKM in such a sector can halt or disrupt multiple drone missions in a single day. The presence of these systems has not gone unnoticed by NATO analysts. Several NATO states have expressed interest in how legacy air defense platforms perform in drone-heavy environments. The Osa-AKM offers a real-world case study on how older technology can remain effective when matched with the right threat profile. One reason NATO is watching closely is the rising concern over drone saturation. Modern conflict has shown that small, low-cost UAVs can overwhelm expensive or complex air defense systems. The Osa-AKM, which can be deployed widely and at low operational cost, presents an alternative model: coverage through quantity and mobility rather than cutting-edge performance. For Ukraine, the system represents a tactical challenge, but it does not alter the wider strategic picture. Instead, it forces adjustments: new flight paths, increased altitude, or more indirect reconnaissance methods. These changes slow operations, reduce real-time visibility, and introduce friction into Ukraine's otherwise fast-moving drone ecosystem. Psychologically, the Osa-AKM creates zones of uncertainty. Operators often refer to areas with frequent losses as no-fly corridors. Even without constant firing, the knowledge that a mobile system could activate at any moment influences how drone teams plan and execute missions. Another layer of complexity is the Osa-AKM's concealment tactics. Crews frequently position the system near forests, broken terrain, or abandoned industrial structures. These locations hide the vehicle from drones until it activates its radar. By the time it does, the engagement process is already underway. The system's mobility enhances this effect. After firing, the vehicle can quickly relocate, making counterstrikes difficult. In a conflict where both sides use drones for targeting, staying mobile is essential for survival. The Osa-AKM's ability to fire and move in rapid cycles gives it a distinct advantage. NATO observers are studying how this mobility impacts overall air defense strategy. Traditionally, short-range systems support larger, layered networks. But in Ukraine, isolated mobile point defense systems often operate effectively without broader integration. This challenges older assumptions about how air defense must be structured. Incremental upgrades have also extended the system's relevance. While the core technology remains unchanged, updated optics, digital communication links, and modernized electronics have improved reaction times. These enhancements are modest but impactful in a war where seconds matter. Ukraine has responded with new tactics: low visibility routes, fast dash profiles, and increased use of night operations. These measures reduce losses, but do not eliminate the threat entirely. The Osa-AKM continues to impose a cost on drone operations, especially in contested regions where airspace is saturated with sensors and countermeasures. The broader question is what this means for the future. NATO militaries, many of which possess older air defense equipment, now see renewed potential in legacy platforms when paired with modern sensors and tactics. The Osa-AKM serves as a reminder that military value does not always correlate with age. Its performance also highlights a growing gap in Western doctrine. NATO has long prioritized advanced, multi-layered air defense systems designed for high-end threats. But the rise of small drones requires cheaper, more flexible solutions, something the Osa-AKM represents, despite its vintage origin. As new drone models enter the battlefield, the Osa-AKM will continue to face evolving challenges. Some UAVs are faster, others are smaller. Many are designed to minimize radar visibility. Whether the system maintains its effectiveness long-term will depend on both operator skill and continued adaptation. Yet each successful interception reinforces a simple truth. Relevance in warfare is determined by performance, not the year of manufacture. The Osa-AKM continues to deliver results because the threat environment matches its design strengths: low altitude, close range, and high mobility. In the end, the Osa-AKM has become more than a relic. It has become a case study in how older systems can regain importance when war evolves in their direction. As long as drones remain central to the conflict, and as long as mobility and rapid engagement matter, this system will continue to influence frontline operations in meaningful ways.
Already provided to Ukraine.